be able to have weapons, to get used to it, to go out from time to time to the shooting range and get himself acquainted with that weapon. Now, in 1941, we were taken out of our houses. By the way, I was born in a city called Chernovitz, which is bordering more or less between Romania and the Ukraine. We were taken out of our houses to the concentration camps. The Nazis built concentration camps throughout the world. And not only, throughout Europe, and then they also built them in the Middle East. Some of them were built in the Middle East. Most of us knew what might happen to us. We were taken on marches, and God knows what. Our weapons were confiscated well in advance. We didn't have any weapons. One thing I'm surprised that we were marching in a row or in some rows, and right next to us were the Nazis or the Nazi collaborators marching right next to us and guarding us, naturally with machine guns and weaponry of all kinds. I'm surprised that more people did not jump at those guards. Obviously, some of us would be killed or murdered, but at least we would have a chance jumping on some of those guards, taking away the weapons from them, and try to save some of us. It could have been a bloodbath, but there was a bloodbath without the two. But at least we could say we tried to do the best. We tried to do the best in order to save ourselves.
Why do you suppose they didn't?
I think we were caught off guard. We were surprised. Why they didn't? Because the Jews, nothing is going to happen. Nothing is going to happen. You know what? Be a good guy, be a good child, and everything was going to go by okay.
Do you think that'll happen here?
Unfortunately, yes. The way I see it, you don't have to believe me, but the way I see it, we are getting close to this situation. First of all, look at the Senate. Look at the Congress. Look at the Jewish senators. Look at the Jewish congressmen. You know what? I don't like to say it. I don't like to say it. But I would say that those Jewish congressmen and those Jewish senators, they could be the kapure for all of us. Anybody knows? If you know what's a kapura, please raise hand.
It comes from Yom Kippur. That's the chicken that people would take over their head, and later they replaced it with.
They could be our scapegoat. Kapura is a scapegoat. Today, by the way, we are not doing it anymore with chicken. It's not done anymore with the chicken, this thing. This is old-fashioned. Today it's done with $18,000, $18,000, $18 million,
18 cents.
18 cents. You take those in the number of 18, turn over the head, and then you give it away as a charity to your favorite charity, or to a poor family that you know.
What do you think of the Jews in the Senate who do that?
I'm sorry, the question, who do what? Who do the kapura?
Yeah.
No. I think that you're... Ask the question again, please.
What do you think of the Jews in the Senate who were coming after our guns?
They are just the same as, I hate to say, as the Nazis. As the Nazis.
And the
They may not realize the senators, and even, I hope that I'm not going to step on somebody's toes, but even some of our Jews that are going Democrat, they don't know what they're doing to themselves. They don't know what they're doing to us and to themselves. Even if it's not today, it will happen tomorrow. Even if it's not tomorrow, it will happen the next day. By the way, got to the point where now the new the new Prime Minister of Israel and his henchman, Bennett is the Prime Minister,
Yeah.
but his Tommy Lapid. They put into the government Muslim, Arab,
Parties.
into the party, and some of them, he made them into ministers in the government, where those ministers, they will hear at meetings all kind of secret situations that the Israeli government are planning to do when it comes to retaliation on Arab governments or on Arab terrorists or any terrorist. It could be even American terrorists. Didn't we have European terrorists? The mother Marhoffer. Didn't we have a Japanese terrorist? Yoko Mahama, that he came to Israel at the airport and he bombed the airport with the plane. I don't know if you knew or remembered. So terrorists, they come in all kind of shapes, forms. It's unbelievable, but even in the early days of the State of Israel,
Dov, what do you think we can do about the current situation? Is there anything we can do?
Yes, but let me just finish 1 second.
By all means.
In the early days of the State of Israel, somebody brought a bomb into the Knesset. Did you know that? A bomb. Actually, it was a grenade into the Knesset. You didn't know it. And guess who did it? A Jew. A Jew brought in a grenade, and he let it explode in the Knesset. And you know what happened to that Jew later on? By the way, that Jew, his name was the same as mine, Dov. I don't remember his last name at the moment. But later on, he became a Knesset member.
Hey folks, we got a bourbon chicken skillet?
I'm sorry?
Bourbon chicken skillet?
I didn't hear.
Yeah.
Which one has the bourbon?
Go on.
You had bourbon as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys got that one?
Wait until he's just serving.
This will be over here on this side. Bourbon. Yeah, we're ready to spice
Either
it.
Dove or the bourbon skillet gets the camera.
I'm sorry?
I said either you or the bourbon skillet gets the camera.
It was also a Jew who
We have a
killed
garden salad with.
Yes.
Pictures of food?
He had, this guy, I forgot his name, but he asked me if also a Jew had killed Yitzhak Rabin.
We have a
Yes.
hot roast bowl.
Yes, another Jew
Hot roast bowl.
killed.
Alan, you
Yitzhak
got the pot
Rabin.
roast, right?
Yes, that's me.
Um,
Pot roast,
Hot roast.
I
Right here.
yeah, thank you.
I don't wish it upon anybody, but you know what? Yitzhak Rabin was not a talit shekulat chelet.
Diner double with fries.
And this is in Hebrew, talit shekulat chelet. He was not.
He wasn't a tallis that was all blue, meaning he wasn't as pure as people depict him.
Yitzhak Rabin was not very pure, or as pure as he was portrayed to the public, both abroad and in Israel. He was responsible for killing some people on the
Chicken
Altalena.
strip dinner
ship.
with fries and corn.
You know the Altalena?
Yeah, chicken strip dinner.
Let's pause.
Fries, corn, and.